the procrastinatrix. I can barely say it. Hey, I don't know if anyone is watching this, but just in case. Okay, I called myself here the procrastinatrix, a feminine form of procrastinator, at least in theory. You know this form, even if you don't think you do. It's not that deep. It just means that I procrastinate and I'm kind of pretentious. You can call me Trixie. That seems right. Wait, do I seem like a Trixie?
Wicked Trixie first.
You know what? It doesn't matter because I am Trixie now. So really the question is, does a Trixie seem like me? So, I started this channel because mostly I need an excuse to play these games. I feel silly doing it on my own. It seems like a waste of time. I just can't shake that feeling. But if I record it and upload publicly, it actually feels less self-indulgent in a way. It has some possible purpose, and that allows me to justify it to myself. I personally know, there are old games that I've searched for and watched literally every single playthrough I could find of it anywhere. So I feel like I could be there deep in the search results to do that for someone else too. And there's this community aspect for both the viewer and the player that makes the whole thing seem less pathetic somehow. So that's all. Somehow, psychologically, a YouTube channel gives me the excuse I need to play these games. Yeah, because of that, I'm not too concerned about whether anyone watches these or not. It's the act of recording and posting for potential public consumption that scratches the itch. I realize also that ancient Sierra games are pretty niche now. Not many people are interested in them to begin with. And you're also not hurting my feelings if you are into them, but don't like my particular style of commentary or like my personality. It's fine, because the stakes and investment are frankly pretty low on my end. Anyway, in terms of an update, if you were previously aware of the existence of this channel, and you were wondering, wait, did she die? Again? No, but I am proper gutted because I lost so much stuff when my PC crashed recently. It's almost, yeah, it is worse than when my father killed himself. Okay, so maybe it's not the end of the world, but I was really quite proud of the upcoming parts of King's Quest V. There are a few clever turns of a phrase and such, and I had multiple sections done that I just needed to edit a wee bit.
Played these games before!
And now that's all gone. My drive is dead. It shuffled off its metal coil, right? I am going to redo it, but I am definitely losing something. I don't think I can remember my little pithy remarks. It'll never be as well crafted. I was just so punny. La la la, I'm so clever. SMRT. But now it's all gone with the wind.
You thought you were being so clever, when in fact you were being really rather stupid.
You know, the contents of a so very ephemeral solid-state drive. It's like dust in the wind. It's like the Joker's pencil, you know? It's like people who clicked on this video, things that disappear. I lost everything that I didn't have saved somewhere else. I might take a break from this particular game because it's depressing me so much. I can remember some bits of commentary, if you can call it that, but it's not going to be the same. My memory has been trash in recent years, but that's a whole other story. Oh, you know, maybe I'll stop using stupid mimetic internet phrases if I'm more prepared before recording when I resume King's Quest V. I actually did say something that made me really cringe a minute ago, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to edit that part out anyway. You know, you read some stupid term on the internet and you think, I straight up hate every single person who says this. I hope this commenter dies in a grease fire. And then, of course, you find it reflexively slipping out of your own mouth. And the self-loathing, it's times a million in this thing. The worst part is that my suffering is self-induced. I'm just disorganized and terrible at backing stuff up. Procrastinator. So that just adds to this strong sense of self-loathing, like actual self-loathing, being as I could have prevented my suffering had I tried harder, alas. Yeah, see, I thought about writing a little poem for this video, but I'm just so bereft. I don't have it in me. That's how you know it's serious. Actually, you might not know that. You don't know me well enough to know that. And that's what's so tragic. I'm going to be okay, though, really. My life is improving in so many little ways, too. I now cut my unisoms into thirds. Perfect. Why am I not recording an actual video of myself talking about this? You see, I am moving away from apparent identifiability and embracing anonymity on the internet as much as possible, at least for the time being. I know that sounds nonsensical for a few reasons. I mean, anyone who knows me would immediately recognize my Midwestern school marm voice, but basically that's like the biggest risk I'm willing to take. And beyond that, I mean, it's like, do I really need to debase myself further?
He doesn't look much like a Trixie.
I'm doing enough here without plastering my face everywhere and increasing the risk of my grandmother calling me up. I don't like what you're doing on the internet. I don't like what you're doing on the internet. I'm not going to be really neurotic about it, but I'll avoid sharing too many identifying things about myself beyond what you may have gleaned thus far. You might have deduced that I'm in the latter half of my 30s. You've observed my penchant for music from the 60s and 70s.
She'd remain silent for hours and then talk obsessively about Paul McCartney.
You've observed that I use words like not even penchant but penchant, meaning that I'm pretentious or that I speak French. In this case, a little bit of both. And you can twig that where I grew up primarily, if you recognize the traces of that Chicago accent.
I'm attorney Peter Francis Geraci. Log on to infotapes.com.
And you know about my Southern grandma. And don't even ask about my father. God, it sounds like I'm dropping hints now. But look, those are some basic details, but for the most part, I'd like to maintain a certain degree of anonymity if I'm going to present cringe shit like this to the public. Yeah, so the point is just that. I realize I'm less comfortable posting if I've got my name and face attached to it, and my own personal comfort is basically the reason I'm doing this to begin with. Where was I? So to get to the main point, I guess. Is this the point? Well, I am going to be uploading stuff, probably taking a short break from King's Quest V to recover mentally, but I'll be back. It won't be long. I've already started to play some other stuff in the 90s or so, mostly Sierra, so if you're interested in any of that, and if you care to hear that Swanee River played in ragtime, just watch this space. Stick around, honey lamb. I feel better already.